Let's be real. Why do you compare ourselves as women? You find sometimes they say that women are their own enemies, but is that really true? I don't tend to agree with that. But I want us to discuss something today. Why do we as women always and in most cases compare ourselves to other people? So one is probably we were taught to compete and not to cooperate and collaborate. Because probably you've seen some other women outside trying to compete, to take up spaces at workplace, to win contracts, and in your mind you think the only way to achieve this is by trying to compete with other women. But let me tell you, the worst thing you can do is to compete, and the best thing you can do is to collaborate with your fellow woman. If you're in the same line of business, why can't you come together and share ideas? If you have a friend who has a skill and you know someone who is in need of that skill, why can't you mention their names in rooms? Because let me tell you, we deserve to have friends that mention our names in rooms of opportunities. We deserve to have friends who will stand and mention our names in our absence. If you have such a friend, please treasure them. Send them a text right now or call them right now to just appreciate them for mentioning your name in rooms. Another thing that makes women to compete is we try to crave validation. We think we don't fit in this environment, in this room, and so we try to show ourselves that we exist. We're trying to prove a point. We're trying to disapprove someone who probably underestimated us in the past. So sometimes we just do this because we just want to be validated. But let me tell you, as a high quality woman, you don't need to fight for validation. You understand your worth and you understand the worth that you carry. So the best thing that you can do is just sit. People will see you. People will see your results. People will see. Let me tell you, if you're a high value woman, you don't even need to speak. Even the way you walk into a room, even the way you present yourself, even on social media, can just tell people that they can trust you, can tell people that they can give you a contract, can tell people that you can be there when they need you. So I'd like to take us as women that the best thing that we can do is don't try to seek validation. Just do you. Upgrade yourself, better your life, and trust me, people will notice. All right. So another thing that sometimes makes women to compare themselves is whatever is happening on the social media. It magnifies a lot of things. And sometimes you think, I'm running late. People have made it in life. I need to win this contract. I need to have this such amount of money. I need to be doing this. But let me tell you, don't be fooled by social media. There are a lot of things that you see online that if you knew whatever was happening behind the scenes, you could live your life peacefully and enjoy your life. Don't let social media pressure you. Don't let whatever people post pressure you. For example, have you ever seen anyone on Instagram struggling? Nobody on Instagram struggles. Everybody has made it in life. Everybody has made it in life. They're either traveling, they bought a car, they bought a house. I mean, it's good to show that, but don't let that illusion get into your mind until you think you've not made it in life yourself. People are struggling. What I want you to tell you is, in most cases, people want to see you the good things. They can't let you see the behind the scenes, what's happening. Or sometimes you could be craving this wealth that someone has, but you never know the story behind it. It could have taken them 20 years to get there. It could be generational wealth. It could have taken just whatever you cannot even imagine. So the best thing I want to tell you is don't compare yourself because of the pressure that you see on social media. You'll be drained and you'll never live a happy life. Because if you keep comparing yourself, you wake up in the morning thinking, I've not made it. So-and-so has bought a house. So-and-so has bought a car. So-and-so is going for holiday. I'm not doing well. No, you are doing well. You are doing well. The fact that God has woken you up today means you still have opportunities your way. So go and grab them. Okay, another thing is that we sometimes mistake sameness for worth. Sometimes you try to validate yourself thinking you can only be worth when you look like someone else. Okay? For example, if it's at workplace, could be someone is doing well in your profession, in your career, and you try to copy them. You will never be like them, and they will never be like you. So the best thing that you can do is stop comparing yourself and thinking that for you to be worthy, you have to be the same as the other person. No, you don't have to. I want you to appreciate the person that you are and know the work that you carry, and please keep doing you. Don't compare yourself with other people. You will be drained. Another thing that makes women try to compete with others is that we don't celebrate ourselves enough. When we make it in very different fields, could be career-wise, in school, at home, in fitness, probably you've lost some weight or you've gained weight, you have started embracing yourself, we fail to celebrate ourselves enough. And that makes us start comparing ourselves to other people. Let me tell you, you might have made a lot of progress, okay? You might have made a lot of progress in the past, but because you're trying to compare yourself to another person, you fail to realize the progress that you've made. Simply because you just want to be like them. You promised yourself to save some money. You have saved it. Instead of celebrating that, you're already comparing yourself to someone else who just bought a yacht, or someone who just is traveling on the 10th holiday this year. And fail to realize that you promised yourself to save money, you have saved. Why don't you celebrate that? You promised yourself to enroll for a course. Why are you not celebrating yourself for finishing that course? You're starting admiring people that are 10 years into their career. You just started working. Don't compare yourself to other people. That will make you drained. So celebrate anything that you achieve, whether small or big. Celebrate it. So another thing that may make women to start comparing themselves is you compare journeys that started at different times. It could be at workplace, you just got employed, you have a colleague who has been employed for 30 years, you can never be like them in whatever case. They have experience. You're just getting started. Don't compare yourself. You will get there when the time is due. And let me tell you, sometimes they could be having a higher rank, for example, at the workplace, and you just got in. Do you realize that it depends on how you carry yourself? It could have taken them 20 years to get to that hierarchy, that level in the employment sector. It could take you 5 years because of how you perform. So the best thing that you can do, give your best and don't compare yourself to the other person. Another thing is we forget that we are wired differently. As women, we have different gifts, we have different passions, we have different abilities. We are wired differently. So don't compare yourself to the other person. You never know their story. They don't know your story. Don't compare yourself. We are wired differently. We have different gifts. And the best that you can do is utilize the gifts that you have. Don't compare yourself. You will be trained, as I said before. So another thing is we confuse inspiration with inadequacy. When someone inspires you, you tend to start comparing yourself and you're like, how did they get here? Will I ever get this? I don't think I've made it much in life. No, just take that inspiration to move you to the next level. Don't take it as something that diminishes your worth. Okay? When someone is an inspiration to you, take them as they are, learn from them, and promise yourself that you will get to that level when it's time. But the best that you can do is don't think that because they've reached that level, you are inadequate, you haven't made it in life. No, you are doing well. Stop comparing yourself. One of the things that also makes women to compare themselves is that we let insecurity speak louder than gratitude. We let insecurity speak louder than gratitude. Instead of us appreciating the people that have made it in life, instead of us looking up to them, we start feeling insecure that they have made it that far. And you start feeling insecure that probably I may never make it to their level. No, just take it as an inspiration and be filled with gratitude that they've made it there, and so they will direct your path. They've made it there, and so there are some things that you can learn from them. Probably they never had a mentor, but you have someone that you look up to now. Just take it as a point of a thanksgiving that they're there for you and learn from them instead of feeling insecure that they have made it to that level. All right. And I think the last thing that I could say is sometimes we compare ourselves to other people because we have not mastered self-love. Let me tell you, when you learn to love yourself, when you've gotten to a point of loving yourself so much, you will never compare yourselves to other people because you understand yourself. You have gotten to a level where you know your abilities, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know your goals, you know where you want to go, you've forgiven yourself for the past, and you have fully embraced yourself. When you have mastered loving yourself, you will never compare yourself to other people. Instead, you will invest in yourself more. You will empower yourself. You will do things that make you a better person. So I want to challenge you today. Do you love yourself enough? Do you really love yourself to a point that you can wake up in the middle of the night and tell yourself, I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of the far that I've come. I'm so proud of the way that I've handled things. I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to love yourself so much. As a woman, I want you to embrace yourself. Wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself how beautiful you look. Get out, dress up how you want, and show yourself love in different ways. I know people show themselves love in very different ways, which is the next topic I'm going to handle in the course of the week. So one thing I want you to do, love yourself so much. Embrace yourself and stop comparing yourself to other people. You're doing well. You have done well. Good job. So other than that, I want to wish you all the best and lots of love.